Hey guys, welcome back to LegoLogical, and as you can see today I have a big MOC for you guys. This is the LEGO Battle for Kashyyyk. It's a Republic outpost on the forest planet of Kashyyyk, and I've made it using 3 gray base plates and tons of bricks and minifigures. I'm just gonna walk over and give you a size comparison. So this is me, and this is how big the base is. So it's really massive, and I brought it out here to film for you guys to see. So I'm going to show you guys all the details of it, and I'll have another video up soon, so stick around for that. And without talking too much, let's check out what this MOC's all about. Here's a look at the base up close. Well, not totally up close, you get what I mean. Here's just a look at the battlefield. As you can see, it is based off the forest planet of Kashyyyk, where the Wookiees live. And there's a beach setting, and there's some hills and cliffs, and some Republic facility integrated into that. So I'm going to show you guys every single detail in this. So that's going to be a relatively long video. Hope you stick around to see all the way. And I'll show you guys every single room and every single minifigure in action in this build. So without talking too much, let's begin. Let's start off with the left side here. As you can see, there are the droid forces coming in on the beach, going sideways and against the Republic forces. And so basically what we have going on here is droid armies, very organized, and then we have some Kashyyyk troopers defending here. There's this military compound at the back there that's set up, and half of it is built into this cliff area. So I'll show you guys that in a moment too. And as you can see here, just a quick look at this. This is a homage to the Season 3 episode The Citadel, where Evan Peel jumps on a staff fighter and decapitates a battle droid. So that's a very nice touch I had to add. So now let's check out that huge gate at the back over there. Cad Bane's also here. He's got a hologram, and he's probably come here on a secret mission, but he's not involved with the Separatists, so I don't know what's up with him. Some secret mission. As you can see, there's this huge gate here, and I found some old parts, some old gray parts, and I thought that it would make a really rugged steel design for this gateway. But there's a knob right here, and all I have to do is pull it out, and there it goes, all the way. You can see there's a bunch of stuff inside, and I'll show you that up close. It's dark. I'm going to take off the roof section in a moment and show you how it's going to work. Now that I've removed the top and the door, you can see there are 2 hazmat troopers, and there's also a big walker back there. That's actually a mech and an old MOC I did. It's the Titanfall mech, and I just decided to add into this base, even though it's completely uncanon in Star Wars. There's never a mech sort of like this in Star Wars. But anyways, I'm just going to take him off so that you guys can see the design of this hangar section. Aside from the removable mech, there is an astromech droid on this crane that can go up and down, a ladder section for the pilot to get on the mech, and Admiral Akbar and a clone pilot working at the controls to make sure everything's in operation. The clone pilot that's guarding the hangar door at the bottom is seated next to some fuel canisters, and across the glossy tiled floor is some supply crates, and also a ladder that leads up to the command center for Admiral Akbar and the clone. The walkway down there leads to another room, but I'll show you that in just a minute. Just now, to see the hangar a bit better, I removed the top section, which is actually a whole separate construction itself, and has another room. So as you can see here, there's a little sniper's hideout, sniper's nest here, but right now it's manned by a rocket launching 212th trooper. It's just a little dent in the build there, which is pretty simple to do, and there's a lot of foliage to provide cover for that troop. So as you can see, that's a little dent. And Ayla Secura is here with her 212 troopers, and at the back here we have a shield generator room. So I'm just going to take out that roof so that you can see better with the light. As you can see, some windows there, but inside we have a Kaminoan scientist, which I'm just going to leave out so you can see better. Here we have 2 tanks of shield generation liquid, the plasma. This one is still a little bit full. It's still got a third of liquid left, but the other one is completely empty, and they're just stored there to power the shield generator back there. And I'll show you that in a moment. Here's a control panel, and there are 3 emergency blasters and a fire hose, just in case something goes terribly wrong. But this whole thing is a brick thick, and it's got a very solid base so that it doesn't break apart easily when you take it off from the hangar section. So I'm just going to put that up, and I'm going to show you this roof section, which actually has some nice olive green foliage and some plants going across it. The shield generator It has some communication satellite on top that rotates around. Looks pretty cool. I think this design works well. And some lights just to signify that it is a building on top of the hill. So that works well. And now I'm just going to show you the stuff next to it. Right next to the shield generator and right next to this cliff section, we have a series of stairs that leads down to this section, which is like an assembly zone with the Jedi Master stone statue. And back here we have Padme Amidala escorted by some shock troopers to lead her to safety. And we also have this little railing that looks over the beach area, which I'll show you in just a bit. And if we want to remove this entire section, it's totally possible. I should remove this part first, this roof section of the other tower, and then what I can do is take off the entire section just like that, and then it slides up, and as you can see we have a great view of what's going on inside, and also a little bit of the hangar back there. So there's a walkway over here and an entrance from the stairs that lead to the hangar, but I'll show you this room first. In this room here, you can see it is the armory for the clone troopers. We have an entire rack of DC-15 rifles. There's a crane droid here that's carrying a machine gun and has a repairing kind of like a tool there. It's actually a walkie-talkie piece, but you can think it's a screw. Here we have another entrance to the other building, but now I'm just gonna take this up and give you a better look at what's inside. There are 2 grenade launchers in the corner, a machine gun there, a clone trooper is getting ready on this table with some weapons loading up, some Jedi is walking, East Koth and Ceci Tin. I've taken away that light because I want to show you this clone trooper walking, and that leads to the hangar. So that was the entrance I was telling you guys about just now. Back there we have a clone trooper walking to this building, and I'm just going to show you that now. So before I get into this building here, just a quick look at the entire facility on this side, and there's a couple of glass panels there. I'll show you that maybe up close in another video for the clones to look out in the armory. Down here we have a doorway which leads inside to this building area, and to get access to this you can just lift off the entire top section, which lets a lot of light in and for you to get your hands in and move the figures around. Here's also a quick look at the roof of the shield generator. Some design here, see-through ceiling, got some texture, some lights, and of course, here's the main thing itself. It's got some 2 storage canisters to power the laser that shoots up into the sky, makes the shield. So that's pretty simple, but it's nicely tiled off, and I've made it as smooth as possible. It might be a bit hard to see, but as the clones pass through this entrance, which is completely real. I mean, like, it's a sliding door and it completely lets troopers through. This trooper can walk up and there's a fire hose there. It leads to this cannon section, or it leads to this other section of the runway which leads to the hangar, or going up to the shield generator. So this is all accessible, and this is a little platform I should put back just to show you how it connects smoothly. And for easier access to the base level, you can take away this entire stair section, and there is just some cups and ornaments there, leaves on the wall, kind of some wall design. The clone troopers walking 2 doors on both sides. One leads here to the armory, and another leads to the speeder bike garage. Again, I'll show you in just a bit. There's so much to show here. This lets a lot of light in and shows a reflection of my face, which I do not want to ruin this video with. So there we go, and as you can see, there's a control panel there as well that acts kind of like a door opening lock for the door. Pot plant there, and now let's check out that garage section. Up above the speeder bike garage we have the swiveling cannon, which is based off a Halo cannon actually, design that I saw a couple years back, and I really like this design. So basically this trooper, although it's an Endor trooper, I'm just going to pretend it's a Kashyyyk specialist trooper, controls it, sits on the attachment there, the side attachment, and there's a little detail here. There are a couple of flick-fire missiles, and that actually kind of like makes sense in the LEGO universe because flick-fire missiles are actually used for play, so let's just pretend that's ammunition for the machine, even though it doesn't really shoot. There's a couple of details here, including lights and some slope surfaces, but if we take him and the cannon away. As you can see back there, there's another trooper and a little hole there in the wall. That's actually the entranceway to the staircase section, which again just helps continue the flow of things, make the whole thing accessible, unlike some Lego sets. So that's basically the top section of the speeder bike garage, and now let's check out the under section. The garage has an opening hatch that works like this, so that you can let the speeder bike out in universe. But for us, we can lift the entire section, it's not even held on by studs, and remove it like that to see the entire interior. Okay, so this is the inside of the speeder bike hangar. I'm just gonna take out the speeder bike first, because you guys know what it is. That piece there also belongs to the speeder bike, and as you can see, there are two bomb squad troopers standing there. What are you doing? Get out and fight! I'm just gonna move them out for a while. You can see some crates at the back there. Fire hose, again, this is probably fire hose number 3 because it's a running joke in the Star Wars universe, the Lego Star Wars universe. There's some bottles here of probably like lubricants and whatever used to help maintain the speeder bike. There's a fuel tap back there on a gauge, and that actually works pretty well. That Lego clear head as a fuel jar or whatever tank, stud mount on top design there. And of course on the side we have more glass because I just like to let a lot of light in, and so that it's easier to see everything. So I'm just gonna put the speeder bike back to give you an idea of the scale. So that's basically all there is to this hangar. Alternatively, what you can do, you can put hover tanks in here as well, which also work. The swamp speeder, and actually I have them on the outside in this base. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the roof section and how it looks up close. So you guys already saw this part, but I'm just gonna give you an up close look at some of the designs. You got some lights here, and this slope design actually, I might show you in another video the design of the outpost on Kashyyyk, but this part was kind of hard to design, and the angles of it's quite funny how that slope piece ends up being flat. Works out so well, and I'm very happy how that turned out in the end. More glass because I like letting light in, and overall it's just very sleek. I think this roof section works very well. Just a final touch, I want to show you Luminara and Dooley Commander Gree leading their Kashyyyk troopers against these rows and rows of battle droids. And well, there's a dead trooper, rest in pieces. Get it? We have swamp speeders too to add into the Kashyyyk theme, and I use a lot of colors for this texturing all the way down and making it look natural. So yeah, that would be the battlefield for you. Okay, now that all this is done, we can move on to this section of the base at last. Let's start outside. This time we have Mace Windu leading the Wookie forces against the commando droids, which I know it's obviously all Chewbacca's, but I don't have actual Wookiee warriors because those are quite rare to come across these days. So I'm just going to use all these Chewies that I got from an old friend. There we have Chewie ripping apart the droids, because don't mess with a Wookiee, they'll pull your arms out of your sockets. We have General Grievous leading the attack against Obi-Wan and Anakin here, which is custom, because these don't actually appear in sets. I mixed and matched the parts to make my ideal figures. Here we have Commander Cody and Captain Rex, the best duel in the entire Star Wars saga. Well, I can't say the entire Star Wars saga. Let's just say the entire Clone Wars saga. You gotta admit, Rex and Cody are awesome together, and people are getting shot, including droids. We have a 212 Corpse Trooper, Airborne Trooper with a machine gun here against these battle droids, and back there you got some crates with the ammo, which I'll show you again soon. All the way over here in front of this building we have Custom Jedi. Probably, I wanted it to be Syndra Lake, but I know Syndra Lake probably has a green lightsaber. I'm not sure. And Kit Fisto with Commander Green. Let's just pretend he's not green because I think this figure is so nicely printed, it deserves to be on the battlefield. ARC Trooper. And on this hill we have a Tri-Droid, which is being attacked by Ahsoka Tano. So everybody is kind of involved in something here, and I think this whole scene just looks chaotic and very, very cool at the same time. Back here we have a grenade launcher on the floor there, 2 supply crates, some food storages with some troopers helping to get rid of their supplies and transport them. got some plants, and of course we have a scavenger there who has stolen a clone helmet and a chicken turkey leg. So there we go. And here is what I was talking about. These are the ammo crates. As you can see, it's got the Technic bricks for the ammo, for the machine gun, and some more nice plants. I really like those blue flower, transparent flower pieces that really acts nice as alien life. Let's start with the entrance. Here we have two custom Jedi. I'm just gonna take them out so you guys can see what's there. Series of stairs that lead up to the plasma door, which flips open like any traditional door. It's got a keypad there acting as the door lock. You can go down here to this area, go up, and right there is another room, or down here to the third area, and I'll show you all of them right now. I'm gonna start with the room on the left first, and I'm gonna take off the entire top like this. It's not even held on by studs, it's a slope design. And for these little segments, each of them can be removed individually. They are like the covers for the stairs. This effect actually works very well because I really like how these turn out, these modular segments of the stair. So there we go, now you can see the entire interior. So as you can see, this is how it looks. Through the door there we have a senator, Mon Cala senator, walking downstairs. That leads to this conference center room, which has some people sitting down on chairs, and R2 and 3PO looking out the large glass panes onto the battlefield, hoping that Master Anakin doesn't get destroyed by Grievous. We have a nice painting on the wall here, which is kind of interesting. At first I didn't want to go for the 3D texturing, but then I decided it would add a lot of style and character to the build. But that's not the main point. The focus of this entire room is this section here. What is this, you may ask? This is a holographic table or a map of the entire base, and it's actually so funny how I came up with the idea. I wanted to make a mini little version of this so that the characters themselves could kind of look at this the way we see the base, which is awesome. As you can see, the beach there, the water, that's the washer tree, the big tree there, that's the facility, that's the hangar in the left-hand side, and back here we got some senators just sitting around on these white benches, these long benches. So more glass on the side because you can't get enough glass. LegoLogical loves glass. As you walk down this bit, actually, there's another way to lead underneath this. So this section here has two buildings in it, or two rooms, I should say, and there's some glass there that overlooks. My glass fetish is getting a bit annoying now, so I'm just gonna cover this up and show you what's in that room. Just like the set of stairs here, these are modular pieces or little segments of the stairs that you can just wiggle out, and then it's easily removable. And as for the top one, I'm just going to take off the roof first. You can see there's a room, stairs leading down to another one, and this is actually an entire removable room like this, slides out like that, so I'll show you that separately. And let me show you what's underneath that first. Here's a look from the back. As you can see, that's the plasma door that you go through from outside. You come down here, and then all you do is come around the conference room, make a U-turn all the way down here, and what we have here, we have the Chancellor's office. Chancellor Palpatine sitting in there, and he's got his own little room. The walkway that leads there has some nice plants on the wall again, but they're Senate commandos. And it's kind of dark here, so I'm just gonna move this entire setup a little to the side so you can see better. Okay, so I've taken away some of the parts to let you see. Palpatine's there holding a holocron on this swiveling chair, and he's talking to these Senate commandos, but there are two long benches here and here for them to sit down and talk with him. It's got some ornaments and some painting back there, some sorts, but that's just a very minor little room there for him to sit, and that's probably what Grievous is after. This is Grievous's elaborate plan to capture Palpatine. Here's just a look from inside out, how it looks to see the battlefield, and I think this shot looks pretty cool. I just want to add that the washer tree you see here, not only is it very dusty because I can never get back here usually, I've moved this out to the living room to film, it's completely arched. It's arched this way, so it's not just a straight tree, and it's not the simple design that you think it is. I actually had to do a lot to make it sustainable and stand up on its own. But there it is, and that's the Chancellor's office. Now let's check out what the room above it is. This is the Grand Admiral's office. As you can see, it's just a entire complete section apart from Palpatine's office. It sits right above Palpatine actually, and this is the Grand Admiral right there. He's got a red protocol droid and an officer. Let's take them away and check out what this is all about. We have a Republic emblem up there, Mandalorian helmet over here, because he's kind of based off Thrawn, and he loves to study culture and stuff. So we have Mandalore there. He's got a little flask back here, little canister, and a computer with a keyboard. So that's just how I imagine Star Wars computers would be like. Glass, because you know. And this is the Grand Admiral himself. He looks really cool. He's got a blaster, kind of a mix between Krennic and Admiral Thrawn. So that's all custom. But that's basically the Admiral's quarters. And last but not least, the clones' quarters. You can take off the entire roof, and you can see behind the glass panels and some lights out here, by the way, details. You have some clones chilling. To access, you come down from the Admiral's office via the stairs, and I'll give you a look at what's inside. So here's the clones' quarters. As you can see, we've got some clones here sitting on a clone here that's on a swivel chair. Two of them actually. There's a desk with a desk lamp right there, blender, some storage cabinets, a bed, emergency blaster, and the helmet rack, which I think is pretty cool. Sofa down there as well, just to extra detail. But there we go. We have all of this side of the base shown, all the interior and all the exterior as well. So I've basically gone through everything now, which is a great accomplishment because this base is actually the largest thing I've made. So let's just finish it up right here with the clones' quarters. Well, thank you guys for watching and for sticking to the end of this video. I know it's been a long video, but thank you guys for always supporting my work, and this has been the Republic Outpost on Kashyyyk. Basically, I've gone through briefly everything you want to see, so if you guys want to see up close or some cinematic photos of it or whatever, I'll be making videos on that really soon, so stick around for that, and check out my Instagram to see photos of the space as well, at LegoLogical. Thank you guys so much for always supporting my work and for watching this video. You guys can leave a thumbs up to show your support, and you guys can comment to give me some feedback, maybe some things that you like, some things you don't like. I'm open to ideas, and I really love to talk to you guys about it, so do leave something in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to see something new very soon, and as always guys, thanks. You guys are the best, and I'll see you guys very soon.